better today, but I guess I'm coping. Thanks for the sub here. Yari, appreciate the prime. Hezzy, Killbot, thank you guys. Looking fresh, thank you. Yeah, I've been up for a few hours actually. I was working on the Maxroll Diablo 3 guides. And now they said, oh, we're not gonna start the season tomorrow, we're gonna start it next week. So that's nice. I guess I can finish the last few another time. And this means I might actually play it if it's next week and there's no PoE patch. It's 1.5 weeks for D4 and then do some D3 blast. Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, what a fiasco, man. This is the hour free stuff. Hello guys. Okay, no longer roll 2 shards into random uber legendary. It's one is the blacksmith and one is the jeweler, no? So that's this. Yeah, it's there. Did it say why it's delayed? Okay, wait, so let me go through this. Where is that link again? Here. Okay. So about what happened with Diablo 3 Season 34. So first of all, we didn't have any announcement about the season ending. And it just happened to randomly end at some point, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And that actually caused like some really weird outcomes with what happened with the seasonal characters. So apparently what happened was that the season was ending in one region, but not in the other. And then people were just kicked back to non-season. And then Blizzard realized, oh shit, something went wrong. So they re-enabled the season again. And people were able to then create new seasonal characters again. But all of their, like the paragons and the progression was all lost. And other people suddenly had like access to all of the non-seasonal paragons on their season character, and somehow they ended up on like the leaderboards with like not the right number of paragons, and like it was an absolute mess. So if you look at this here, here's for example, you know, the rank 2 guy, just like this random clear here, 2000 paragon, which is obviously never gonna be enough to get any high rank like this in a 4 minutes 150. So if you look at this non-season paragon, yeah, this guy is like 13,000 non-season. So he had access to all his paragons. And then he just did this clear there. So this is kind of what happened there. So it was like really weird. And I think now the season has officially concluded. And everyone is on non-season now. You can't create new seasonal characters anymore. So if you go here, so it's like grayed out now, so it's not available. Yeah, and then at some point Blizzard said, oh yeah, we're gonna start a new season very soon. They made like a little post. It's the Crucible theme, the sanctified items. A lot of people like that. We've also been working on the Maxroll updates, and actually right before the stream I was spending a few hours to try to finish the last guides, which are almost done. But you can already check them out, most of them. And yeah, here we are. So the season was supposed to launch tomorrow, 3 days after the D4 season, which is a disaster in itself in my book. So they were kind of like overlapping really hard. And now we have this post here telling us that it's actually going to be later. So they said here, we received a good amount of feedback that they want to overlap with the first weekend. Okay, so it's going to be next week, if everything goes right. So that's good. At least you get 1.5 weeks of D4, then people can go to D3. I might actually consider playing it now, because with just 3 days, it was really bad timing, and I would just stick to D4 in that case. But if there's nothing going on in PoE at that time, maybe I'll log in and do like a GR 1 to 150 blast and, you know, race a little bit on Demon Hunter or something like that. So that could be cool. And yeah, apparently also what I explained with like the season not ending properly, a lot of people had issues with like their characters being like stuck in Nirvana, their paragons being all over the place, and they need to sort that out. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. I guess they somehow had like some end date, like you know, preliminary set or something, and then it just happened when no one was watching. There was no announcement post, and suddenly everyone was surprised, because usually you get like an announcement like 2 weeks in advance that the season is about to end, and this didn't happen here. But yeah, it was quite a fiasco. Something similar happened back in season 25 on the Asian realm, only in Asia, because for some reason season 24 didn't end properly there, and people rolled straight from season 24 into season 25 and had 2 seasonal themes active at the same time. They had Ethereals circled with soul shards, which is kind of hilarious, and then I think they did like a full rollback of like the first 2 days of season 25 on the Asia realm. A lot of people were very upset. And yeah, this is what happened there. So in a way, I hope they're gonna figure this out. But it was certainly quite something, both back then and what happened here in the last 2 weeks. Now, personally, I didn't play season 33 in D3, and I just had like secondhand information here from a lot of people. But yeah, those people that were playing, that was kind of a mess. The intern had one job to do, that's right. In any case, as I mentioned, you can expect the Maxroll updates very soon. So we're still maintaining the site. This is Snowfall, Shui, and me handling everything. We've already done the tier list, that should be up soon, and all that stuff. So get ready. Maybe we're gonna put out another video or something on like a build or so, and yeah, I might log in and blast. So let's see. So 31st January, guys, is the new starting date now for season 34. So good luck. And now let's blast here. Alright. How many keys do I have left? 6. So let's do those. Let's get some pits, and then we're gonna do some whispers and stuff. I'm gonna try to like upgrade my powers. I really like this Twilight Warding. Maybe I'll put this in some Spirit Bomb builds as well. Every 5 seconds, 20% barriers, kinda nice. And it lasts for 5 seconds too. And reflects any projectiles. I'm not sure if I actually can take any projectile damage in that case. Or maybe not. This thing costs a lot to upgrade, 350 per rank. Only. Alright, log in. So we were doing... I mean, we're going like a bit higher and higher, right? Getting my glyphs up. Okay, so 75. Let's run some 75s. Oh, hi Nicholas, by the way. I guess any quick tips for hardcore and PvE 2? Should I grab more defense nodes and a passive tree? You're funny, man. What defense nodes? I mean, in general, you just need to like play more defensively. You need to be aware of what the different monsters do, the bosses do and stuff, so try to really pay attention to their mechanics. And of course, you know, don't neglect the resistances. Try to just generally stack enough defense, like ES or life, on your gear. Passively doesn't really offer much. I died Wolf here as well. Better. Where did I find the majority of lost powers? Yeah, I got them both from like 9 Dimension Grind and from Pit Grind. I've been doing a good bunch of both. They're not too uncommon. If you just keep farming pits a little bit, you'll get them eventually. Well, you can't equip Hex of Whispers. Yeah, there was a post that's like currently disabled or something. Actually, do I have that in my setup right now? I need to check. You have it equipped. Yeah, but I also have it, but I don't get it. Right. Hex of Whispers. See, I was supposed to get Fortify, but I have no Fortify. So it's just not working. They disabled it right now. Yeah, apparently there's some performance issues. There was some post about it. Let me check that. Are we even taking damage? Not much, yeah. I kind of just kill everything. I have barriers. I'm relatively tanky. Like farming like this, I'll be pretty safe. Did I have like some post open about this here? Ah, here it is. Okay, so that's actually a good news for once here, guys. So you might have seen this. I've had a lot of people starting Barbarian and then figuring out that the new unique item for Hoda Earthquake is not working properly. So I'm not sure exactly what is wrong with it. I didn't play Barb now. But apparently there was something bugged and it didn't do really anything. And they've actually hotfixed this already. So I have this here. So the Earthquake explosion is now doing damage. And also they disabled Hex of Whispers, which is kind of sad because I actually have that in my setup right now. Apparently that was lagging the game or something. So I have to figure out something else for the meantime. But not such a big deal. I guess I just take the other Hex or something. Instability improvements. So I hope that also doesn't crash my YouTube stream 7 times a day anymore. That would be cool. Music louder. You want more music? Hex of Shattering. Let's do this one. Actually, I lose the above the Coven effect as well, right? We're supposed to have more attack speed from this. Okay. Yo, Luxan, thank you so much for the 20 months, by the way. I do plan on solving the death trap later, yes. Okay, that's the link and stuff. Still need psychic powers. Actually, I wonder, does anyone know if the Vengeful Spirit actually takes all damage? Or does it like die at some point? It does seem to have a health bar. But not really sure what to expect here. Anyway, let's stop blasting. Taking a nice little break from PvP 2. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too, kinda. Hey, Defton, how's it going? Working? Okay. Hi, Hansaski. Witchcraft need max level 20 for all of them? Not really. Some of them you don't really care if you level them up. Like those that deal a little bit damage or something, but you already have all the utility effects. Doesn't matter. I don't think I'm gonna rank up everything to 20. Just those that I'm actually using, and then only to the level I actually care about. You need money to afford mounts. Okay. Good strat then, Defton. And a good night's sleep. Yeah, I actually slept like nice 8 hours. And then I got up a few hours ago and I was working on the Maxroll Diablo 3 guides. Because I hadn't finished those in time before the season launch. And now we just went through it, but they announced that the season's gonna be next week. So I guess I'm gonna wait like a few days or so before finishing the last guides. But most of them are ready. You share the season pass with alts? That would surprise me, but maybe. I have not made an alt. I guess he has. So, he says that. I wonder how it's gonna be on hardcore then. I guess it's just like a countdown in that case. I mean, the thing is that you still have to farm the gems. That is gonna take a while. I mean, I guess you can like move them from character to character and stuff. But it's gonna be a bit annoying. Yeah, shared leveling certain paths is insane. Oh, interesting, okay. Best rogue is Manavarus. Fishing wise. Farming, it's this. What I like about rogue? Going fast as fuck. The barrier is from the witchcraft. It's called Twilight Warding. And I get even more barriers when it's on second wind. You can actually trigger second wind with this build, with the Quax rune. So sometimes I get the bigger barrier. But yeah, it's like very easy enabler for conceded aspect, for example. If you don't really have anything to put there, conceded is just a nice aspect. Is it only Necros and S tier in D3? Usually yes, but the Sanctified season that's coming actually has a bunch of other classes too. But yeah, usually it's just Necro. This time it's more diverse. I think there's Hoda as well. I think there's like 2 or 3 Demon Hunter builds. And I think there's like Natalia, UE, Impale. I think there might be a Crusader build. Yeah, it's actually somewhat even out now. I think Raymond is also an S tier. Monk. I don't recall every single build, but there's a lot of stuff that's like actually fairly close. Like, I think the Sanctified season is probably the most balanced now. Out of all of the seasons we had recently in D3. It's built good on console. This is like as console friendly as it gets. Should have recast my stuff. I feel like season 30 was pretty well balanced. I mean, yeah, this was when they brought back the altar, and which theme was that? Was it the open cube? Now, basically all the cube seasons are full necro seasons. Soul shards. Yeah, okay, I mean, yeah, of course stuff is balanced when you have soul shards, because everyone is just like overpowered through the roof. And you don't really notice the actual power difference between classes very much. D3 we're racing tomorrow. D3 is next week actually, they delayed it.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need? Use it well. Not a bad. Oh. Well, hello, shining beauty.
Ask the boys if they're up for some bosses actually. I'd like to do some. They heard me talk about the awful timing yesterday. I mean, if they did it because of that, then I guess that's a good move. But also, apparently they need to fix some stuff still, because the season 33 ending was completely borked. And that left some people like kind of in some weird, nirvana, where they just had like seasonal characters, but they were not playing the season, or they were playing the season, but if they're non-season Paragon, and some bullshit. Like, Crucible. Good luck with the Birch. Is anyone playing Spiritborn? I'm planning to make one in a few days. Gonna do a bit of Rogue, and then we're gonna do Spiritborn. I want to, kind of see where Spiritborn actually lands now with everything. Like, we made the tier list, and it was like, also like, based on some of the testing I've done on the PTR and so on, but a lot of it was also kind of like, a bit of math and gut feeling, and I haven't actually like seen like an optimized Spiritborn in action yet with, without all the bugs and stuff. So, was a bit of guesstimating there. Since the bugs kind of like you know, made everything so bloated. Is anyone on hardcore up for T4 bosses? I'm almost finished with T4. It's day 2. Let me chill a little bit. I just talked about how I'm gonna make a spirit bond in a few days. That's correct, Coraza. That's actually, you can use it to your advantage by proccing Second Wind. I actually invested to Second Wind because of the rune. And organize a boss party for us later. Two boss mats for F28 hearts, 26 steel, 12 blood. You wanna join us, Kaiser? You good for T4? That's not very much though, but okay. Most of us Shan though. Got to the first super there. What do you get? I did 100. Okay, easy. I do Necro. Was war dumm, ja. Need last epoch drops some new content. Yeah, dude, we all need that. It's in April, the next cycle. Or so they say at least. I hope it's gonna be good. I'm really excited to play some last epoch again at some point. Paid 100, 2 blood waste for the boss. Oh my god, man. What did they do? Okay, Kaiser, so contest says in 2 hours. Are you here in 2 hours? Okay. Then I'll keep you the spot. Is it worth to reroll dex into HP on gear when you have 4.4k HP? Yes. Like a dex roll doesn't do that much most of the time. You can absolutely do that and you should. 4.4k HP is way too low to be like really comfortable. And you don't lose that much from removing a dex roll. I mean, you don't need a ridiculous amount of HP to survive, but 4k is just a little. You know, if something big hits you, like a molten explosion, a plague explosion or something, you're just gonna get one tapped. That just feels bad. Yeah, Twisting Blades is one of the best builds in this season right now. What's the max bit you can do with us? I guess somewhere in like the 110 range. But you have to play with the Feo rune, where you get crowd controlled. So you have to let the monsters hit you, crowd control you, then use that, and then get like a big Quax rune proc, where you get like times 2.5 damage, or something like that, or times 3. I do this. Good luck, Anaka. And here's some finding secret witchcraft altars. Use the potion that you get from the season. It gives you a higher chance to find them. And then start blasting. Pit and Nightmare Dungeons, that's it. I should preferably do it at least in Torment 3 or Torment 4 because you have higher chance. I'm using instead of Hex or Whisper, I just have the other Hex. Yo, Kaiser, try to farm maybe some more materials. I think I have a lot more than you. So if you go in 2 hours, if you have a few more done, it would be good. This is the best speed firing build for Rogue. But the best pushing build is Rain of Arrows. And I guess the best all-rounder is Twisting Blades. Use Doombringer on Defter Broke. I'm not 100% sure about that because I know we had like this plan of doing like Banishor's Talisman, Scoundrel's Letters, convert Death Trap to a core skill, and then do the all powers with the neck. And then Doombringer would be useful because first of all I get very tanky, but also you get more life and then more overpower damage. And now I'm not really sure what is going to be the final setup. Did I run Doombringer last season with it? I mean, if you feel like you need more tankiness, you can do it. Might be good early on, maybe until you have better gear, for example. But realistically, we have like 2 new aspects you have to fit in now. The ultimate skill aspects. I'm playing with snapshots right now, I am. I need to get some better gear to do it without. Oh. do not have any more stuff. Okay. What are Whisper Dungeons? Maddox, Deadman, Haunted. Okay, let me do another quick recording for this one, actually. Alright, so some people ask me all the time how to get the Lost Witch powers in Season 7 right now. So these are these blue icon powers, Breath of the Coven, X specialization, Aura specialization, and the Piranado. So especially the Aura specialization is very useful for a lot of builds, like crit builds. It's like a huge damage buff. Breath of the Coven can be good. So how do you get them? Well, you can't get them from the altars. Usually you just go to the Tree of Whispers and you can unlock them there with the tables. You can just buy them and then you upgrade them here. But these you have to find with the altars. So these are the Forgotten Altars. You can see them here. That's an example I think I have here. Yeah, so Forgotten Altars. So look like this. You can find them inside of Nightmare Dungeons and the Pit. And the scales with the Torment level that you're in. You can only find them in Torment. They also have an icon here. You see this? They just randomly appear inside the run. And it doesn't have to be in the boss room or something. People ask me about that all the time. It's just somewhere in the run. And there you go. So you can see the chances for them to appear here on the World Tier statue, actually. They added this here. There's like a little text. So on Torment 5, it's 5% chance for dungeons to have one of these altars. You only need to find them, like 4 of them basically, because I think there can be no duplicates. There's 4 powers, and then you have them all, and that's it. And in fact, this scales up. So in Torment 3, it's 3%. Here's 2, and here's 1. So you should really try, especially maybe Torment 3 onwards, maybe Torment 4, to do some Nightmare Dungeons or some pits, and there you go. I'm not sure if they can be in these like seasonal dungeons. There's like these root holds. I've not really seen that yet. I haven't done many of those. And another thing you can use is the Draught of Whispers. So you might get this as rewards from just doing the Whispers and the seasonal reward track. This one gives you double the chance of encountering an altar. So like this, you have 10% chance. So it's relatively chill actually. So 1 in 10 dungeons on Torment 4 will have one. So when you go, for example, into like a Nightmare Dungeon here, you will actually see this as like a map mod when you open the minimap. It will show you that this map can have Forgotten Altars. Doesn't mean that there will be one, it's just like a mod that gives it a chance to appear basically as you go through the run. I'm not sure if there's any tell or something, but here there is this Forgotten Altar mod. It says this world has a chance to spawn a Forgotten Altar. So just in case you're curious, you can double check it, but basically every Nightmare Dungeon, even normal dungeons, and the Pit can have that. I'm not sure if there's any other like, you know, cellars or something, maybe, but I haven't checked that out. For me, I kind of got them as I entered in Torment 4 and started doing Nightmare Dungeons. It took me like 1 or 2 hours, just kind of like blasting through, and that was it. I had them all. So very simple. And that's basically all there is to it. The rest is just upgrading them afterwards. They are pretty costly to upgrade compared to the others. You see this here, 350, 450. Most of the other powers are way cheaper, but they are also pretty good. So only quickly check if gear is good before salvaging. Look at what the modifiers it has. And then you see if those are the ones you want. And if you do this like 1,000 times, then you're gonna get pretty fast at it. Yeah, it was super. I got some sleep, yeah. I slept like 7-8 hours or so. Then I got up like a few hours ago. Was finishing almost all of my Diablo 3 guides on Maxroll. Gonna do the rest probably like this weekend or something, since they delayed the season now. That was great, man. I just finished working on the guides. I was like, fuck, man, I should be streaming. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow. I was preparing for stream, and then I learned, oh yeah, Blizzard just pushed back the season for next week. That's convenient at least. I might play it. Someone Blizzard learned how to read a calendar and saw it's 3 days after D4. It's incredible, right? Honest take on the season mechanic. Yeah, I mean, the whispers get somewhat repetitive, but they are much better whispers than what we're used to. And the witch powers themselves are kind of cool, I think. The biggest issue I have with the season is just that the power creep is too much. And there's too much loot. It's just like crazy. And I would like less of everything. Other than that, I kinda like the season. Cold Imbue is the way to go. Yeah, for like the high difficulty, at some point you want to go cold, I think. You can do Shadow. I did Shadow all the way from like level 1 to Torment 2. And then in Torment 3 I switched to cold, because Shadow was just not doing anything anymore. Should have do this earlier. Actually, it's after 9 minutes, so I should probably do Whispers. Let's do some more. I need some of those upgrades. So what do you got? 7 minutes. 17. Let's go here. In Torment 3, I switched from Shadow to Cold. I like Druid at release, are they still fun? They don't have like an giga bugged build with Bulwark anymore. But they do have a lot of really powerful builds and lots of very different playstyles. So you might find one that you really like. I kinda. Good morning, Moonray. Is this one on Maxroll? Yeah, that's a nice guy that Nippy is handling. I also made a video detailing like some more things about my setup. It's a bit different, but not that much. And I'm later planning to play a no snapshot version once I get more powerful. What class would I recommend for casual? Yeah, Rogue is really good, I think. Necro is also very casual friendly, very powerful, the most powerful actually this season. Halda is holding him back on Season Journey. I noticed the same. Yeah, feeling good right now, Moonray. Slept like 8 hours. I got up early, worked on the Diablo 3 guides for Maxroll. And then I learned, oh, they just pushed back the season by 1 week. So that was kind of useless, unfortunately. But okay. Got them done, most of them. I'll do the rest later. How's Rogue? OP. Are we gonna master this here? What the fuck? Come. Ugh. Holy shit. Last second. Okay. We are destroying these guys here. How much rot do these guys drop? I wonder if it's actually worth farming the big dudes and these things here. For the rot. When do I plan to switch builds? Not yet. Maybe later today, at some point I will do it. I need to get some uniques, I need to like, you know, get some backup items that I can temper with different stuff and so on. I need some masterworking stuff, you know. There's some stuff to grind for me for now. Okay, drop 10. Too crazy. Dude, what the fuck? It just keeps going forever. Oh man. Three in a row. Is the new season better than PoE? Considering that PoE doesn't have seasons, I guess you can say it's infinitely better. No, I mean, I'll go back to PoE for in like 1-2 weeks. But for now, we're blasting. The Pentagram aura is the aura of misfortune, gives them a chance to be interrupted when they attack me. And more importantly, it procs my aura specialization, which gives me plus 45% crit damage. I wonder if the guy is still standing there after this. The wisp takes quite a long time. Guy's still here. He's waiting, actually. So So you can actually leave him there for a while. That's very good. And he drops 30. Okay. That's pretty juicy. Alright, pardon. What happens in 2 weeks in PoE? Nothing that we know of. But nothing needs to happen in PoE for people to go back.
Use it well.
Did I give an explanation why the season was pushed back? Yeah, there was a little post, and I just showed it off as well. It's gonna be a video on it, but TLDR, they fucked up with ending the season previously, leaving, you know, some accounts in like some weird shape, and also it's too close to the D4 season start, I realized. Kudos. Okay, so the blobs themselves don't drop any rod. Seems like it's mostly from the monsters. They're all here. Didn't know the unique chance by gamble. Yeah, I better get any now. This will be very easy. So from like 1 round of Whispers I got like 300-ish juice so far. It takes me like 10 minutes. Okay, I want to see this here. How good is this? Yeah, Rogue is very good. Probably economy reset in a month. Yeah, I would expect somewhere like middle of February or so. We're gonna get a reset and Hunters and Druid. Okay, no blobs that spawn here from this. Interesting. Camping Restless Giga annoying on Rogue. Ah, it's not bad. I have like 1 or 2 rest rolls and that's it. I'm actually all cut now, I think. You can also use the instances. Like, you get so many materials now for instance. Just use instance. These guys are not showing on the map for some reason. Dude, what? Is this bugged or something? They just keep spawning, what? Where's the guy? Why is it so many? Here we go. It's not an event. I should do this and a patrol. I do have to say though, compared to like the other season themes that we had, here there seems to be actually like some kind of like thought out loop and stuff that they do. It's not just, okay, copy pasta of season 2, but also, you know, to get the gems, and, you know, in order to get the gems, you have to do the events, you have to try to get lucky with those heads, and then convert them into the gems, and then you have to upgrade those gems into other gems. And I kind of like how this is actually kind of connected as like a progression system a little bit. And we're always moaning that the grind is like so short and stuff, but actually for this stuff, it actually does take a while. The bigger problem is just that we only do these whispers for it. And all the other stuff, like including the root holds, is just kind of trash. Has anyone been doing the root holds? Are they really good for anything? Doesn't really seem so. Imagine if there was like a chance to spawn like a new seasonal boss or something in root holds or so at least. And you can like juice them up a little bit. God, hurry up. This thing's about to end here. Ah, we can do this. Walk. Okay. I wonder if there can be more of one of these headless guys active in a zone at once. Should we speed to have an artist run? Oh, that's 97. Actually cleared everything on. Headless. Tunnels feels so damn good now. I am actually excited to try them out.
Use it well.
Nope. Later.
I made the best pasta salad.
I know you did.
Try.
Gotham says chef's kiss.
This is chef's kiss.
I know.
You should do it. This is not a chef's kiss. What? I deserve to be kissed, not you.
I'm gonna put a pasta salad. And a coffee. And a corner beer.
Try.
Bye, Nini. A good stockpile is a Raymond. I think it's still used in some setups, yeah. But I should probably check the Maxroll guides for that. I'm not like really up to date on the exact setups. Continues instead of the mythics. Just like, I just have legendaries everywhere basically, I don't even have the uniques and stuff. Just put like more aspects. I have like Frostbitten and Concussive Strike, for example, combo. And I have like some other like random offensive aspect like Edge Masters and Conceded and something. Finishing Lewis. Better house, I think. Yeah. I heard that Rogue to be is bugged. Poison is bugged with Shadow Clone. I'm not surprised if that's true, but I don't know the specifics. But I mean, you can just not rely on the Shadow Clone, so it's just like go all in on TB itself and use the Shadow Clone as your, you know, kind of support and buffs and so on, and that's it. TB is still very powerful, even without the clone. Say tips on move speed from Shadow Step Snapshot? No, the move speed is dynamic. Can you explain the season mechanic? Okay, so everything you do here has the chance to spawn these little cocoons, and every cocoon you click has a chance to transform into a big cocoon that has like a basically like a blood main event. And the end little boss comes out, and the bosses that come out of that are the ones that drop the heads for the occultist gems. But they are very rare. Most of the time they're headless, and sometimes they have a head. And when they have a head, you can get the head from killing them. So das, okay. The Grim Favors actually ramp up with Torment difficulty, don't have to worry. It's not that hard to finish it. Yeah, if you see the event, you don't have to stay there, you can just run away and come back like 1 or 2 minutes later if no one else kills it. Here, like this is the event here. It takes I think a minute. I just do other stuff. And I come back and kill him. I'm gonna finish like this thing now. I should actually time if it's exactly 1 minute. This is a seasonal character. And I play this video game. So I reached 237. I think that there cannot be more than one of the events active at the same time, by the way. And it probably shows for everyone in the area, I suppose. So I want to make sure that you get there in time. It is a headless guy, so we don't really have to kill him besides for the Whisper. But if you kill him this fast, it's nice anyway. And sometimes this guy has a head, and then you get a drop. They have a different name. I'm still awake, guys. Coffee, yeah? It's been around 5 hours since I have been awake. Usually humans tend to sleep after around 16 hours of being awake. So we have a little bit to go. What are you doing, Landon, by the way? Maybe I can help you. Not only the big guy that has a head can drop the head, yes. Oh my god, faster! This thing's about to time out here. Okay. So do a quick hell tide and do the challenges. We did this actually. 2 legendary ceremony shrines. Oh. 10 torture gifts. 750 Edda. 250 monsters before the Hellborn's arrival. That's actually a lot. You have 30 seconds, right? Or is it 60 seconds? Okay. Now 60 souls and more. These devs be crazy.
Use it well.
So you see, I started this here with like almost nothing on the step and I have 1051 now. So I got like around 1000 in, I don't know, 20 minutes. It's very fast. Doing it for what's I added. You have a 10 wave fan. What unique witchcraft power is best to use? Yeah, they all kind of suck. If you don't have any way of pulling stuff and that helps you, I guess Perinado is not terrible. I use the Vengeful Spirit right now because it protects me sometimes and takes the damage that I would take. Otherwise I would just go use whatever is like the right tag for, you know, a combo that you need. for your occult gems or something. And can't now Taste of Whispers, yeah, they disabled it today. Just with the other hex. Is the ocean beach new? I know. The way I understand history, oceans have been around for a billion years or so. Can apply vulnerable if it's not included in the build for free. Yeah, there's like a wish power that does that. I mean, vulnerable is part of every build by default anyway, I guess. If nothing else, just from like a roll on a ring. But there might be a setup that actually struggles to do that when you have 2 unique rings. Can't be 100% sure. Just build a time machine, we can go back and check if there were oceans. Why cold instead of shadow? For big damage. Yeah, I can use the cycle as well. But man, the cycle looks annoying. Just like the visuals. Then hit a grind again as immediately I see my think, oh wait, should wake up today and then did like 3 hours of Maxroll updates first. But here we are. Let's see if we can get some mythics later. We're gonna do bosses in like an hour. Maybe more later after some more grinding. Probably gonna focus on the seasonal stuff for now. Hitting boss mats. You get a shroud and a jar and a perdition helm. There's a button called Force Interact Money Night. That's so nice, that's very good. You don't have to stop channeling. I'm not sure how much HP do these Infernal Horse bosses have, but they're pretty tanky. They're easily one stagger kill them. So how does that compare to like Duriel? I guess Duriel is probably a bit tankier. Good for Horse, yeah. Have an effect for a +1. Oh. These guys actually live a little bit long. If I don't have my buffs active. Let's try this again with like refreshed buffs. Hey, what is this portal there? I've not seen his portal. I'm gonna try it. By 50 Dreamers for 80 cents. Just imagine how many bots they have running. It's crazy to think that they somehow make this like energy efficient enough to not operate at a loss. I mean, it takes a while to get those mats. It needs electricity. Crazy. Save your bots. Like, bots. Dupes are still working. Okay, there could be a dupe still, sure. But it's confirmed. I've been told they fixed all of the dupes. At least those that were known. But maybe there's more. What? Missing glyphs are in pits and dimensions. Yo, yeah, lots of blasting. Getting blasted. It was like 120 in one wave or something. We're pretty hyped for season 34. And now that it's starting at a much better date, they're not hyped or what? Let's go diving build for Rogue. This. That's nice. Check the max overhead. I don't know season mobs, yeah? Oh, you had a free weekend, okay, yeah, fair enough. If only this weekend works for you, then okay, sorry. Do another one. I just want to do the season achievement really quick. I'm not sure how much for lords I'm gonna do. But I still have to finish my food. Sure, Kaiser, I can do a second round. It's fun. Let's go. Let's see, 70, 58, 40k. So that's 4.5k. Dude, the gem fragments are like nothing. Got like 3k, 2k. They really nerfed the gem fragments. You used to get a lot more from this now. Like, getting the gems is actually hard. Need 100k per, right?
See some steel you need?
Do I have you? Kaiser? Can you add me? Or is that you? No, that's another one. Oh, they don't have you. They delete you accidentally. I think I have crossbow off. Can you also turn it off? If you don't mind. Seems to be more stable.
What's left, you ask?
See what Kaiser's doing. He was supposed to farm boss mats, and now he's joining my Infernal Horde party. Concealment vulnerable is bugged. You have to not use it directly after you entered stealth from the Shadow Clone. So usually I have to Shadow Clone and then the Shadow Step to get out of stealth and then the Concealment.
It is done.
Well, everything gets completely out of hand. Should I open? If you continue, you might actually running out of room. Oh shit! I got another one! Dude, it's my second Ascendance. Did he make them more common or what? That's 6, I guess. Okay, I think that's non-ancestral. Let's just get rid of that first, I suppose.
You can still use these.
Okay, so like one tap for jewelry, maybe. Just start already, it's fine, I'm coming in a second. start selling these uniques again, right? There's a lot of stuff, I don't need the mats. Okay, absolutely nothing from this stuff, yeah. Shit. Wonder how far these sigils stack. Oh. But puts him back into the Infernal Horde. Okay, running out of what are you talking about? Why do you think you're gonna get banned? And how do you think we could help you? Oh, he's in wave 3 already. Ah. Let's see the blood wave. Wait, he's not doing blood wave, he's doing the shadow wave. It's just like some mud avalanche. What the hell? Get bananaed. Uh-oh. Rawhide is fixed, yeah. Okay, what are we going for? Just press it. Our chance for it is doubled. It will probably be the better one, even if I have some that one stuff, I guess, but okay. Set place outside, we can pick 2 runes to see what together do. Or you can just put it in the item and see. But the runes do together exactly what they say individually. There's nothing, you know, special coming out of it suddenly or so. Okay, congratulations for your sparks. We knew that for like 24 hours already. Running out of RAM. And they're probably gonna fix that. I don't think I'm gonna get banned though. But who knows. And I see chat is spicy again today, holy. I mean, if we have 35 sparks on day 2, it wouldn't be hard for Blizzard to take some action, I guess. Rogue is not stronger than Necro. Why am I always eating? Well, I need energy. Butcher! Let's see how fast he kills the Butcher. He probably one-shots him. Rokuge. It is strong. It is stronger than some other classes, but not all other classes. Over 1B gold. Well, you can just do the random crafts. Right. Yeah, it costs 50 million each, but I mean, not a problem in softcore. Wait, where's the butcher? What? Did he appear? You don't have the expansion, you want to see the runes effect. You can check the Maxroll on him. Just put roots in there. I didn't even see a butcher appear. Let's see, Blood Wave. Okay. Good builds. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no bug. It's just OP. That's a very good Umber Crux. Seven and a half seconds. I'm not sure if I will use it though for anything. Didn't I have a Resisting Blades glove somewhere? Ah, here. Just 4. You probably want Fist of Fate though. But who knows? Yeah, we got some scrolls of Tempering, that's also good. Yeah, I wanted to do Helltide, we have to open 10 chests. I should rather do this on like a fresh hour, I guess. Although... we have 23 minutes. Can I get a Helltide Thread Meter in 23 minutes? We have 2 zones here. Then open 10 chests. That's 750. You get like 50 per minute. Yeah, should be easy actually. I get him.
Pardon me, stranger. Could you spare a moment to help me?
You have 6 hearts. I wonder if the Raven comes here as well. Probably not, right? If we do Whispers and Helltide, the Raven probably doesn't appear. Which would kind of suck. Should just fish dungeons for these damn altars. I don't think there's really a reason to try to farm a specific dungeon to get more altars. Just run nightmare dungeons and don't think about it until you have them all. Need up to side anyway. The keys. I mean, Pit is generally faster than Diamond Dungeons, because just do more runs per hour, so Diamond Dungeons are pretty long. Okay, discount, we got 1. True living still. Most important start of Fist of Fate. Most builds care about the unique effect. Some builds don't, especially some proc-based builds, it doesn't work. But I think it's mostly effects like Andariel builds and stuff. But generally you want a high unique effect, high lucky hit, and high crowd control. And the other 2 stats are somewhat whatever. She's kinda tanky. I need more CC, man. The build still feel clunky. Can be, I guess, because of the snapshotting. For me, it doesn't feel clunky. Yeah, Hex of Whispers is disabled right now. Use the other Hex. Big boots. The barrier is from Second Wind and Witch Power. Twilight Watch.
It is done.
Need to check how many gem fragments I get for the material cache. It's really the main thing I want right now. Oh wait, do we have a protection shrine? Yo, chill out running out of RAM. I banned you for 10 minutes because someone redeemed it, not because I wanted to. Shit, there's like nothing here. way I'm gonna kill 250 monsters here. Well, maybe, I don't know. It does spawn a lot of shit. Nah, this was never 250. $76, okay. Wasn't that hard though. You might get a second round. It's gonna be pretty tight though. Okay, I think that's free. Also, we open Amulet instead of a small one. Running out of RAM, came back for revenge. Okay, I think that's 4 chests.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Okay, get some more cultists. Have everything done. What am I snapshotting and how? Dance Macabre, Quack's Rune, guaranteed crit, guaranteed one. Synergy aspect. Mostly by using concealment before dancing and by pressing potions at the right time, because I have the Yax Rune to get the offering for the Quack's Rune. Give mine no timeout. Wait, what do you mean? No timeout is just like if someone redeems it, and I won't do it if someone redeems no timeout. And that's what happened, no? Did I miss something? That was another redeem. Why is he redeemed another timeout? Okay. Wait, why do so many people redeem? Okay, no timeout, no timeout, timeout, RAM. So I have to time out RAM again. You guys, man. And Wisey says no timeout. And then Wisey says, wait, he says first no timeout and then timeout running out of RAM again. He wants to do it himself. What the fuck is wrong with you? I did it wrong first, okay. So now I don't know what to do. Who deserves one now? Alright. I'm going to do 30 then on Ram. I think this is 5 or 6 now. I think 6. And go to the other zone. This is 2 emerald things you already opened. So you have to do 750 instead of 850 instead of 750. Hex of Whispers is currently disabled, guys. Here's a Slay Hellborn. I think I made it faster to spawn Hellborn. I get like 1 every 10 minutes or less even. Maybe I'm just fast. This guy just dropped a stack of 6 blood. Yeah. Spinning heads or rotting cash, worth it? Unlikely. I mean, you might need up to 12 heads just to craft gems for one build. And those take a long time. But yeah, at some point I guess you have to have many and then you can start converting. Okay, we should easily get it this time. I mean, don't clear everything first. Story monsters, actually. You get it? Really? 195. Surprised me. So do at least one more Hellborn then. I think this is number 7. Should probably be okay. Oh, finally get one, guys. Good luck. Shadows that build new things. I'm not really sure yet. I kind of want to see it in action before I commit. I tried Shadows that build at 2 points in the past and I did not really like it then. I think I'd really like to try it at some point as a dash build. Maybe we can combine that with Shadow Step. Dude, there's like so few armor chests. I think I have to open 2 or 3, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna YOLO and hope it's 2 and run, or we try to get 75 more. Go for 3. You have to be very fast anyway. Fact, I think it's going to be down. That's so nice with bosses. Once I get a Fist of Fate, it's alright. I just have to problem I don't have enough stagger right now. We can not spawn the Hellborn now, please. Oh shit. I think we're at 9 after all. And we are getting a Hellborn, it's like worst case scenario now. Fuck. Run! Oh no, we have to jump. Oh my god. Why is this guy perma unstoppable and doesn't die? The fuck? Wait, where is it? Ah, no, we did it. It's just they never showed up. I didn't see it. Wait, you get a spark for those, actually. Nice. Okay, I have to do this, though. We're gonna do this in a second. 2 root holes. Had any new pinnacle redeemed to grind for? I'll think about something.
It is done. I can break that down. Come back if you need the forge.
Let's see what I can do in 3 minutes. Moody design build for 1 million points. No matter what you want. Uh-oh. You're gonna ask me to do some weird shit. Fully min-maxed frog rogue, guys. How about that? I should have gone here, where there's only 2 minutes left. I want to see some meme builds in PA too. Yeah, it's too fresh right now for meme builds. There's like still enough important stuff to make, I think, for me. I haven't even played like almost any of the meta builds, to be fair. I've played Stampede Warrior, which is probably the most meta kind of warrior, yeah. And then nothing else I played was really meta, I guess, for the class I was playing. Shit, man, I'm actually sad. We're gonna get everything. Can we do the patrol? I think it's if we do, we have to also turn in. 50 seconds. And then we have to do the harvest as well.
It is done.
Funny how it just like overrides my chosen. 10 seconds, okay. Yes, you know. How's Spirit bonus season? Pretty solid. But it's like middle of the classes, kinda. Why did my stuff not get sent to a stash, by the way? I had like, Living Seal lying around somewhere here in the Helltide. Wait a minute. Elder is showing here. It's not actually active, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Helltide Threat meter is much faster than it was last season. Or is it just me? It was like 2 minutes here, and I have half. Seems pretty cracked. It's just me, or is there a timer for new zone when it ends? There is. All the whispers in there have the same timer, which is also the same time as the zone ending. You can just track one of the whispers, so you can just see before you go in how long you have. There's always 4 zones, each with a 10-minute delay. So okay, can I go 250 kills at the Blood Maiden? No, we need to let me bend. The setting the score event was like nice. I got like 400 kills there earlier in like 1 minute. So that'll be it. Nirvana? Fine, how about you? Shit, there's nothing here. Is that enough this time? Doesn't really feel like it was 250. Finding good at the 4 is more intimidating to play and get into than PoE 2. I mean, PoE 2 is very fresh, and A4 is not. So just wait like 1.5 years and the things will look much different. Okay, maybe not in 1.5 years, since PoE is not really gonna change much as a game. It's just gonna, you know, have more stuff, but not more complicated, I guess, for now, until they start introducing some leagues. So maybe 2 years from now. I said no pop-up when I compare any of those challenges, by the way. 201. Fuck. This is actually not so easy. I have to do something special for it. Maybe there's like some certain place you can do it more easily. Or try to like find an event. A good one. I didn't do any 2-minute bosses until around 15 minutes from now. Hi, somebody. Spider event is pretty good. Yeah, that's only in Fractured Peaks though now. I suppose you have to prepare the spider, the cocoons first. Dark Symphony. What do you get from Whispers once they're done with the campaign? I get like the rewards, so usually it's like a lot of boss mods, some items, a spark at the end. I guess a lot of the juice. Beast in the Eyes should be easier after Arbiter. Well, the fixed Beast in the Eyes one-shotting people anyway now. I don't think it does it anymore. Nice, that fast drops. How's the new elixir work? You right click it, you get a buff. I don't know, I mean, read the tooltip. It does what it says, I hope, at least. How do I find the game after playing PoE 2? I found it's actually still the same game. Unfortunately, it's just way too much power creep. That's what about. Next dinosaurs, how's it going?
How can I help? Don't ruin all that work.
16 living still there. What? So go up there and hope for an event. No, I'm fine. I'm having fun with the season. I'm gonna play 2 more builds most likely on the Rogue, and then probably a handful on a Spiritborn, and then we'll see. I might do the phase season start next Friday. Shit, okay, let's see. Didn't go for any event. Can we do it? There's like too much downtime here. Four. Yeah, you have to combine this with some events somehow. Just killing stuff is not enough. Maybe a Spire even. A Spire would actually be fine, I guess. We should go for a Spire. Once it's juiced up a little bit. Do like the first like 20 seconds of a Spire. Then spawn. Oh, Iconics. I'm good, in here. How's the season? Grandfather and Shroud double drop this game. Pity. You can't current, it's disabled right now. You have to wait until they enable it again. Yeah, I wanna hear about Toxic Skin actually. That's a good question. Toxic Skin is disparaged and Evade is disparaged? Really? Why? Is it just not strong enough, or what is the problem? Just get better gear, mole. I need to see that in action. Can you nick me? Timestamp or something? I wanna see it a little bit. Okay, Connors is here for the bosses. Isa, you're here? That just says heck yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Evade Gaming actually. And that still looks pretty fast. Are you like doing like animation cancelling stuff with like scroll wheel or something? Or are you just evading? Locked. If he doesn't get one shot now. Okay, there's more evade. Where's Toxic Skin? Yeah. I gotta wait 1 second for pops. Gonna sacrifice 2 attack speed rolls for crit. It should work. Yeah, the thing is you get 2 hits every time you rush and claw. So if you have something like, you know, 60% crit, then you're almost always guaranteed get it. Dude, what we need is Envious Blade in this game. And this is also just like spam right click. Dude, right click Rushing Claw, man. What a way to play. Like, the one thing I don't like about this build, it seems like the camera is so erratic. Like, if you're constantly Rushing Claw, I think it's just too much. You can look at this. And also, you don't have like the perfect control over a Rushing Claw like you do with like Teleport, for example. So sometimes it just kind of goes somewhere where you don't expect exactly, and then you're kind of like thrown off as well. But that's look okay. I'm excited to see when they have this like optimized a little bit more. Let's take out nuts.
The forge is always hot.
Some stuff I need to sort out actually, how they had it. This has 36 Tribute of Titans. Holy, okay. Forgot that's the thing as well. 4 to Shadow Step. Maybe I'll save that, let me see. I guess we have Kaiser, he's like one-shotting everything, right? Okay, I can't really make a prediction for Mythic, because he most likely guaranteed to get one. It's especially once we go dual. But yeah, I don't know how many kills we're gonna do. Just gonna open everything we got, kind of. Yeah, a lot. So Connor says 0.2 seconds solo T4 bosses. Kick. Two GA Mythic. Tempting. Okay, let's see roughly how much we got. Kaiser has very little. Condos has a bunch. Yeah, I have by far the most. I probably have more than all these guys combined. Actually. Although Condos has a bunch of Adari mods already. And Durio mods, okay. $800 ping, okay. Condos actually has 216 Paragon, he's pumping too. How do you obtain a mythic? You do what I'm doing. I'm falling behind with these one-shot builds, lol, in both games, T4 and PV2. I have no desire to make such builds currently. I just want to have fun. I completely understand. I can just play Death Trap and one-shot these bosses, or I can play Man of Arrows and one-shot these bosses. But I don't want to play those builds currently now. I mean, Death Trap I want to play, but I haven't set it up yet. Also, I don't need to, because you got this here. Yo, Panda is playing Incinerate actually, man. Holy. I wanna see this. I actually asked him, someone asked about Raymond, if he's still here. I'm gonna ask Panda now which builds actually run it. Oh, he has a 2 GA. Hello, Gigan. Evade cooldown, Inferno cooldown, and cooldown reduction. What an amulet. Okay. Inferno cooldown. Okay, Panda says almost every build can run Raymond if you want, and lots do run it. Why does he have 50% increase all power damage to hex enemies? Oh, seriously, he's going again. How am I feeling playing Diablo 4 after PoE? I know so many people ask me that question. Well, I feel like I'm playing a familiar game. Oh, huge. Shit, we actually have so many things here, I need to sort this out. I need to remember we wanted to sell normal. Salvage the other side. Yeah, Buconis is playing Earthquake. That looks very much like big explosions. They fixed it, there's a hotfix going out that may just work now. Okay, he says he is the only gem that he was able to craft, and he needs the data for one of the legendary gems. So this is why Panda is running overpower on Incinerate. That's hilarious. Yeah, sell normal, salvage GA. Although I'm not really sure about the salvage at this point. We get so much fucking mats. But it's pretty worth anyway. I wonder if they nerfed legendary rune drops. Let's find out. Yeah, the football thing is incredible, man. I love it. It almost gives me the same thrill as when I do my Arbiter. And I'm so glad that I can do like 200 runs in a row and not just one. So I don't have to feel like anything matters. Look at so many eggs here. We're going to face a Fate as well. Hopefully I get a good one. Gonna put that. I still have normal glove here. It has like nothing. Oh, this is fun though. Did I say it's fun?
Another time then.
Okay, sorry. /S. IFYF. I should just put a word sorcerer D tier. What do you mean with that? I mean, Firebolt is not a very strong build, it's just like ranked the highest because it can push the highest. But this is like reliant on like the Shatterbug and all that stuff, so it's not like a really good build by itself. So it's very inconsistent and so on. This is a new farming method. It's around 1 year new, yes. Yo, that's a good Sky Hunter.
Don't ruin all that work.
Didn't play the game since release. Okay. Well, these are the so-called terminal bosses. You get mutts and you can summon them. They drop specific uniques, and they also have a chance to drop the mythics, uber uniques. I'm sure it could be worth to make them more fun. It's not that hard. You give them a lot more HP. You reduce the amount of material drops by like 90%. You balance out the game a little better, because, you know, you don't want to have builds that do like 10 times or 100 times the damage of other builds. And there you go, I mean.
Very good. That looks worn. I can fix it.
Trying to test my damage. Well, I mean, for no stagger, that's actually not terrible damage. And the stagger would die in like 3 seconds. It says Oogie Boogie now. What? I don't have Oogie. Is the new season also just about killing the random bosses? I mean, it's one thing you do, but not really the only thing. Yeah, the overall, like, you know, like farming meta hasn't really shifted, let's say. You farm a lot more outdoor content now with the Whisper stuff from the season theme. So that has changed definitely. Just make it so you can't quadruple the amount of kills by being in a group, but make boss islands more interesting right away. That is also something. Like, I think it's okay that you can kill the bosses more often, and that is maybe a slight advantage to being in a group. But it could be, for example, the guy who summons gets 100% of the loot, and then the leechers get like 25% or something, you know? So you still kind of get rewarded for the time, but you don't get like infinite amount of, you know, multiplication kind of. Also then the boss tributes dropping from the bosses themselves is kind of weird, because you can just like infinitely chain bosses back to back. Yeah, you just get like Titan tributes while doing the bosses. Then you go a few Kuras runs and you go back to bosses and repeat. You never have to leave, basically. It's also kind of strange. Connor's got a Harlequin. No, log in. You got a 30 cooldown. GA cooldown. Dude, I wish Mythics wouldn't have always maxed out stats, and there would be a range on them. I think it would be a lot more fun. But I'm looking forward to scanning gear fast, while I automark everything that's not ancestral and render it. And I mean, most of these uniques I don't care about at all, like Frostburn, Mother's Embrace, Trickery. So the only thing I care about is a good Sky Hunter on this boss. And that mostly needs to have a high affix and GA double cast. Give us Val. Yeah, we definitely need Val, man. I've been saying this since the start of the game. And with like the amount of like loot vomit that we have to endure, like Val Orbs, Corruption, like holy shit, man. It would actually make it a bit more interesting to get duplicates of an item. Yeah, the latest season, I might do it actually. We already have 10 billion and big items. Yeah, but that's not really enough. You know, like getting a 1 GA in every slot with the right tempers is not really a feat anymore. Especially now that made tempering so easy. Like, how often are you breaking items actually while tempering these days with a scroll? Like, it basically never happens anymore because most recipes just have 3, maybe 4 options. It's so easy now. Plus the extra attempts you get and so on from the GAs. Like, getting a typical 1 GA gear in every slot is just like very consistent now. I had that after less than 10 hours from season start, you know. I leveled to 60 and then found 1 GA gear in every slot in like 10 hours. And now what, you know? Imagine I could have a corruption and like one of the outcomes would be make a random stat on the item greater affix. Or it could be, you know, destroy the item. Or it could be add a 5th stat. Like a random 5th stat out of like a range of options. Or, you know, upgrade your non-ancestral into ancestral. Or make all stats perfect. Or make it all greater affixes. Or, you know, reroll the stat ranges. Or, you know, something like that. Make one stat above normal and one below normal. Like, you can do so many things here. And actually make it like, you know, really high RNG, really high risk. And like some cool, unique outcomes. And, you know, you can do like lots of cool stuff with like the extra stats you can get there, or maybe even a proc or whatever. I already have this at the endgame is pretty much just one-shotting everything. Yeah, I mean, you can still like fix the endgame, of course. I'm not saying you should do that. No Gamba for Ubers. Yeah, I would like to do one, but I don't know how many kills we're doing. So I can't really give people a realistic expectation of where they should put their points.
The forge is ready for whatever you need.
The game launches without corruption, then don't launch it. Dude, I really like Val Orbs in PoE 2. I think they've done a really good job with corrupting in PoE 2. In PoE 1, to be fair, I've rarely ever corrupted my own items that I'm using. But in PoE 2, it feels like there is like a realistic chance to really get something and not getting completely screwed over all the time. So they've done it really well. It's a good combination. Not that I'm planning to do any combo point builds, I guess. We're going back to not listening. While everything. Yep. I'd have to change the roundups in PoE 2. First thing is that they added some different cool outcomes. Like for example in uniques you can roll outside of the normal stat rolls. They can go up to 25% above or below the minimum and maximum when you Val. So generally Valing uniques is a really good idea, especially if they're badly rolled. Another thing is that you can't actually fully break items anymore, you can only like half break them. So for rares, you don't like fully reroll them. You don't only reroll 1 to 3 of their stats. And also just like the outcomes are like generally kind of favorable they get when you get good stuff. For example, the extra socket is very good on all of stuff you can get. And that happens very often. I have 0 legendary runes so far. That's very sus. Or is it only Duriel? I thought they were from all bosses, but I have 0 so far from all these Archans. Good luck with the mythic crafting, guys. Okay, Connor says I must have opened the wrong client. Apparently he has 5 legendary already. DLC is not free to play. I said it's the best for uniques and mythics. Okay. What makes you say that?
Precious stones to catch the light. Come and see.
We just did a few runs. We got mythics galore. With the unique. Okay, if you use the mythic tribute, of course you can get some mythics and uniques. But I mean, you do this like once every 10 hours if you're lucky or something. The whispers dropped a lot. How many stacks of these did you get? A lot of toxins. Yeah, I would not recommend to do Lilith right now in a group, guys. Just saying. Armory does save Paragon, but it doesn't save Mercenary or the season powers. It's kind of funny, they introduced Armory in a season, where they also introduced a season theme. And that season theme is not part of the Armory. That's like a classic Blizzard move. I mean, I can kind of understand that they didn't want to, like, you know, make a custom solution for the season powers. Although they should probably think about that beforehand. And actually do it for the convenience of the players. Hi Kieran. What's wrong with Lilith? You get 1 spark per player that has not completed Lilith before. Everyone gets a spark basically for each of the first kills of someone who's joining the party. So people get a lot of sparks right now, and Blizzard might do something. So I would not do it in the party right now. So get a status. Juicy. Oh, Connors crash. You have 10 mythic tributes right now. What the fuck? I got 2, and I found myself to be very lucky already. What are they gonna do? Take away people's items? I mean, you can just reset the sparks or something. Or just ban people. I mean, I don't know. Did he just level up? Panda just leveled up. I'm not gonna jar. Do you craft any of the new unique occult gems? They're hard to craft. Nah, I only have one blue one so far. Yeah, it's mostly the gem fragments I'm missing. I actually have heads, but I don't have fragments. Although we're kind of getting there. But I need like 100k diamonds, and then a bunch of the other stuff. Go to make one now. Well, good news, we actually have still something to get them. The default cash out makes you angry. And what's wrong with it? How do you get the heads? You have to do the event in the add-on zones, where the boss spawns at the end. And there's like a, I think 5 or 10% chance for one to have a head.
May the light keep you.
Just some hordes of fragments. I tried hordes, but it's terrible now for fragments, they nerfed it. I did like a horde run and got like 2k. So we don't get like infinite amount of gem fragments anymore. Like it's also another classic Blizzard move, man. So first we have too many gem fragments. And then you have like the gem fragments lying on the ground everywhere. Then they raise the cap of how many gem fragments you can have to a ridiculous value that you can never reach. So that's good. At the same time, they also introduce converting of gem fragments to other gem fragments. Okay, not terrible, I guess. And now they're a giga nerf gem fragment income to the point where they never had to do any of the other stuff. And now they allow you to use your excess gem fragments that you'll likely never have to convert to random rings and amulets at a horrible rate with an incredible gold cost. Because everyone wants to do that. That's such a Blizzard move. And now we have like 4 different solutions to a tiny problem. Oh man. Gonna play PoE tomorrow. Unless there's a patch, no. PoE will probably have to wait like a week or 2. Thanks, Chuck Norris. Zeroa in good condition. It's supposedly the 4th strongest build in the entire game. I guess that's a good condition. Still at 0 legendary. Crazy. You have one guess with what I just said, Ink. You're chill with World of Fortune 10 burst, stealth, snipes. Lagging. I'll do Death Trap and Twisting Blades Shampoo, but not yet. Nine res. Interesting, this percent all stats says that's only for those 3 classes. What the fuck? The far side level is in pit. Everyone's getting mythics there but me. Everyone's getting legendary runes but me. What the fuck? I could build Twisting Blades Rogue, but that will be in a day or 2. Honestly, maybe I'm going to do Twisting Blades before Death Trap. We'll see. So Spirit Arcana can be used by Zorks and Druids. And the percent all stats is for Zorks, Druids, and Necros for some reason. Okay. I'm good luck here, son. Will I cast a push before I start to spin? Okay, I make sure I have one of the 2 potions used already, so half of the Yax rune, Crux rune, like this. Then we do Shadow Clone, Cold Imbue, Shadow Step, Concealment, Potion, and then hold right click. And then after I started right clicking, I do another potion to get the Yax rune back to half.
A fine deal.
How can I help?
Wait, so luck in finding citadels before I won. True. It's fine. I'll stick up my luck again. No problem. What do I get from Shadow Step? Not much, but it breaks the stealth that you get from Shadow Clone. And you need to be out of stealth from the Shadow Clone to go into Concealment Stealth. Because if you go from Shadow Clone Stealth into Concealment, you don't get the guaranteed crit and vulnerable from Concealment. That's prophetic. How can I still continue playing this game and get it? Well, if you look very closely, I'm not actually playing right now. So... There's some Bob carrying. Let's go. Okay, kick Badu. Oh, that did it, Aaron. System dates build, a viable build for endgame. Yeah, it's one of the best in the game right now. Where's the window?
Precious stone. Goodbye then.
This I can sell.
There's a random pin down there. How many X do I have? 84X. That's a lot of X. I don't like Man of Arrows build too much. That's why I'm not playing it. I played a lot last season. And I realized I don't really want to do it again. Dude. Condis is hopping, man. What the fuck? Tell me bear Condis. Did they fix the stay spot? Let's see. They did not, actually. Okay, so we can continue to not play, actually. Guys, can you stop with the D4 versus PoE bullshit? Dude, Connor's got a live shroud and a cooldown Shaco. Are you serious? The thing is, I don't even know the mythic drop rate. I just had an estimate of what it would be, but I've never actually confirmed it last season. Reign of Arrows is the strongest, and So Nice is the fastest.
Precious, may the light keep you.
Is it 10% for mythics? No way. Damn. Looks so weird that everything is grayed out. Just, like, only Saw can run it anyway, and everything's like grayed out for me. Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably something like 1% per unique or so. That sounds about right, but I'm not sure if we actually have data that confirms that. So this means This will be 1 in 20 kills for small bosses and 1 in 10 kills. So yeah, maybe it's right then. Because Durian and Darius still have double the chance, right? So in that case, there would be like 1 in 10. And the others 1 in 20. It sounds like I could be right, at least. The next character is Spiritborn Tokajiro. Trying to figure out if it's worth playing. Mini 4 or PoE. In both cases, I'd say login. Wait. I'm missing something.
Have many fine pieces, rare and beautiful. Come back and see.
Keep talking to the wrong guy here, man. Actually, that was correct.
That looks worn. I can break that down.
I am some. I'm oftentimes. Yeah, I can do like 2-minute 75 pits or so right now. That's a 48 shroud. That's sick. That isn't. It's also used in like. It's probably the most used mythic actually currently. There's not many builds that don't run it. I'm gonna do TB and Death Trap, and then we're gonna do Spiritborn stuff.
The forge is ready for whatever you need.
You can do Carved and Aimless before Mythic Helm. Just like random chests. We need more summons. Hey Chris. Morning. Thank you for the sub. Okay, I'm doing some undocumented changes list for season 7. So first entry is legendary runes are giga nerfed. They just don't drop. If you guys have anything else, let me know. Yes, the mythic Heroes tributes are much more common, that's another thing. You win some, you lose some.
You can still use these.
Farming for a Shaco with cooldown, a Petition, a Starless, a Shroud, maybe a Doom. Also wouldn't mind having a Shroud of Kanduras, that's like really juicy. While they're here. Also need a Jar rune. Think a Bubble Thrower. Progressing becoming more obvious, you don't know how to progress. I guess you can say it has become a bit more straightforward. You go for the difficulties, glyphs in the pit, you found the bosses for certain uniques. You found paragons in the pit. You should definitely get the DLC if you plan to take the game somewhat seriously, Dream. The shit is which power?
The forge, don't ruin all that work.
Or I get as a tier list after 2 days of playing. I think for now, with what we know, it's very accurate. Maybe DevDev will go a bit down, because apparently the whole like overpower on every death trap stuff does not necessarily work out very well. But it might still remain in S tier, maybe just like shift it slightly lower into S tier. I mean, can't summon because he might just TP in and be stuck in the ground zone. I feel about TB like login. What's he doing? How often are legendary runes dropping from default bosses? So far I'm at 0 out of, I don't know, I guess at least 60 kills. I'm the only one summoning. For me to use a Fist of Fate, I should have a Fist of Fate.
Come back and
Just not currently the case. Get it first set, why is it a white item? I guess the idea behind it is that you have to participate in the event when there's many people. So you can't just like be somewhere halfway across the zone and someone kills it and you get it. So I think it makes sense. Yo, cuckoo money, thank you, Defton. That's the best kind of money. New Headhunter for my Paragon board, commit the Maxroll guide. Headhunter also works. It's like the next best glyph. But if you like relatively frequently cast either Dance or Shadow Step, then you have the buff. But yeah, if you do like long channel with no stopping, then Headhunter is better. Maybe I'll put Headhunter in the snapshot version and then Fluidity in the no snapshot version. Fluidity buffs damage against everything, Headhunter only against elites. Also the primary effect of Headhunter is relatively weak. It gives you a bunch of stats which you don't care much about. But yeah, Headhunter is the one you have to use when you don't do Fluidity. Actually, do I have the glyphs in the right place now? So, versatility, this is correct. Canny should be Fluidity, actually. Control is fine. We have to swap those three. Get a triple Tyraels. What the fuck? With the R and Maxroll. Okay then. Okay, didn't get a shroud that I like. Seems like the stability fixes they did help a little bit. I have 1000 top frames, but it still seems to lag sometimes. YouTube didn't crash at least so far.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
It's your time. I didn't do